Okay, so this video would tell you exactly how to beat Liverpool. I've decided to switch angles a bit. If you've seen my other Manchester United reviews, you've seen that I've predicted events with a very high degree of accuracy because I always know what's wrong. When I say Manchester United is going to lose, I know how it's going to lose. Now let me switch over from concentrating on Manchester United to concentrating on Liverpool, how Manchester United can actually beat Liverpool. Believe it or not, with the current funny squad that United has, it can actually beat Liverpool. Today, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer actually has the vision, this is how I'm going to lay it out. But there's only one condition. I am doing this so you can subscribe to my channel, like my video, comment and share on this video. If I do not get the response that I want, no more sugar for you Manchester United fans, only salt from now on. You want to share this and retweet or whatever if you see this on Twitter until it gets through Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's thick skull. It might be too late today, but I want to demonstrate today exactly what the critique is capable of. But if you do not give me something in return, which is growing this channel, after this is no more advice, it's just analysis of exactly why you're going to lose. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about the following things. Okay, on my to-do list there is how to beat Liverpool by playing Marcos Royo. Marcos Royo has to play today and not in the defense. Stick around to find out exactly where I'm going to place him. United has to play attack only between the 35th and 65th minute. You don't attack from the off, you don't defend from the off. Liverpool play in waves. I'm going to exactly tell you how that goes. Do not worry about Salah or Mane. You have to concentrate on Liverpool's most important player. This is the source of Liverpool's wins of late. And the club has one strategy. If you beat that tactic, every team in the Premier League can actually beat that. He has spent 3 years building one tactic, believe it or not. Matic, Mata, Martial should not play today. I'm going to explain why, and I'm also going to explain why Fred or Fresh has to start as the attacking midfielder in the center, usually where you find Jay Links, Jesse Lingard, and Juan Mata. Also cover why Rashford should target Van Dijk and not Matip, and why Robertson is not much of an issue. Scott McTominay also has to deal with Firmino. That has to be his main job today, not to tussle with Fabinho. You shouldn't attack Liverpool's goals. You should attack certain players. I'm going to outline all of this, and I'm going to show you or explain how you know that the plan is working. At any point in time, Liverpool has got certain symptoms that it shows when things are not working. I'm going to tell you exactly how to identify this. So let's get it. Okay, the most important player in Liverpool right now is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Forget Mane, forget Salah, it's Trent Alexander-Arnold. The whole strategy is based on subduing, to a greater extent, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and to a lesser extent, Robertson. If you block Trent Alexander-Arnold from playing, there's a whole lot of events that happen after that, an unfortunate chain of events for Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp. So let me explain this bit by bit. If you block Trent Alexander-Arnold, there's no more supply for Mane. There's no more supply for a whole lot of people, including Salah. So how do you block Trent Alexander-Arnold? You press him high up from the back. You don't wait for him to cross the middle of the pitch, from the back. So Manchester United, does it have anybody who can do this individually? There'll probably be Daniel James on the left flank. Probably not very good an option. As you know, he's very good at racking up yellow cards. If he's to do that job alone, he will not only fail to stop him, he will probably accumulate cards until Manchester United are one man short. So who assists Daniel James in subduing Trent Alexander-Arnold? It's Daniel James himself. And no, not Ashley Young. Ashley Young is supposed to actually be left free, and I'll explain exactly why down the line. So Marcus Rashford, Daniel James, and Fresh is an attacking midfielder. He's very good at pressing, should press Alexander-Arnold or ensure that the ball does not emerge from that area of the pitch. This is where Liverpool controls its possession from. Manchester United controls its possession from Ashley Young, which is why he should be free. Liverpool controls its possession via Alexander-Arnold and Robertson. So you block Alexander-Arnold using Marcus Rashford, Fresh using Daniel James, and Marcus Rojo as the central midfielder at the left, Trent Alexander-Arnold's side. Right, so Marcus Rojo in not as a defender but as a central midfielder at the left. Matic cannot play this role because one, He's not very good at pressing. He's very slow. And two, Manchester United are not going to be attacking Liverpool in this match, so we don't need his creativity going forward. So that's why Marcos Rojo is in. Okay, so this is how Liverpool operates. It starts with a high intensity from the 1st to the 35th minute. And as you know, people are not robots. They drop off in terms of form and fitness from the 35th to the 65th minute. So the most important thing, first of all, is to stop Liverpool scoring from the 1st to the 35th minute. This is why you subdue Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, if things are not working for Klopp by the time he gets to the 65th minute, he can actually bring in players to refresh the team, usually Milner and someone else, depending on how he's seeing things. If it's the 65th minute and Liverpool are in control of the match but don't have a goal, he just makes substitutions. If it's the 65th minute and the other team is barking and creating chances and Klopp is feeling the pressure, he switches from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1, which is slightly more defensive. So a team who knows this will first stop Liverpool from scoring from the 1st to the 35th minute, and largely by stopping Trent Alexander-Arnold. No Trent Alexander-Arnold operating means one, no supply to Salah, okay? No supply to Mane, and I'll explain why these guys are useless without supply from the back. And besides, Salah will have Ashley Young and Harry Maguire to deal with, but without Trent Alexander-Arnold helping, he'll be quite useless. So let's see how you then plan to take advantage of the waves of Liverpool from the 1 to the 35th, 35th to 65th, and 65th minute to the end of the match. So I've already explained why Matic and Mata should not play. They have to be replaced by Royal and Fresh. Now, why should Martial not play? Because between the 35th and 65th minute, United should attack Liverpool, but without losing the formation that subdues the fullbacks, namely Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson. I've not really concentrated on Robertson because he's out of form right now. Simple. Trent Alexander-Arnold is another preposition. So how do you attack Liverpool without losing the formation that actually subdues these fullbacks and key personnel like Roberto Firmino? You use the long ball tactic. Now, who is supposed to play this long ball tactic? We've got Ashley Young, who can deliver the ball high up front. We've got Fresh, who can do the through pass from the attacking midfield without losing his position. We also got Victor Lindelof, who's very good at delivering balls to the front. Now, how do you do this effectively? Through the air is the most common way of delivering via long ball, but you have to know that Van Dijk and Matip shine in the air, but it's worth a try. You can try it. Fresh is not going to give you the height. Rashford and Martial definitely are not giving you the height. So now where Martial is actually subdued by Rashford is Rashford has got a much better first touch and finish than Martial. If Fresh is putting the ball through the sides, Rashford is better at receiving and delivering. If you actually put the ball from Lindelof, whether on the ground or off the air and Young as well, Rashford is better to receive and finish. He's not the best, you know, he's very bad in terms of decision making in front of the goal, but he does a much better ball game than Martial. And also Rashford is going to help to meddle with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Martial is a lazy boy, he's not going to do that job. So this is where Rashford wins over Martial. And while you're attacking between the 35th and 65th minute, you have to note that when Klopp makes changes, he usually destabilizes Liverpool or the opposition team. In the last 3 matches, he made changes that destabilized Liverpool, allowing Newcastle and Chelsea to score. So there's also chances that when you put Klopp under pressure, he makes changes that compromise Liverpool. You want someone who can actually grab the chance and finish. Right now, Rashford is looking like the choice. So this is my explanation as to why Mata, Matic, and Martial should not start. If you see those on the pitch, this spells disaster for Manchester United. Just shows that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lacks vision like I do. Actually lacks vision because I have vision. He doesn't have vision. Yes. Another important reason for subduing Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson is to stop Liverpool's wave after wave of attacks. Like I said, Liverpool controls its possession from these 2 players. Now, if you block those 2 players off, Salah, Firmino, and Mane no longer have a supply, and they've supplied 10 of Liverpool's 15 shots on target in the last 3 matches. So if you stop those 2 guys, you stop Liverpool's attack. There's no attack anymore, albeit 1 or 2 loose ends that I'm going to tie up. So this is why it's important. No more possession for Liverpool, no more shots on target for Liverpool. Liverpool attack is dead. So concentrate on Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson. To see how important this is, also consider the number of chances that are created by these players. Salah, Mane and Firmino create the most chances, but they create the most chances from the source. Block the fullbacks, you've blocked Liverpool's creation of chances. Now they might fall back to Firmino's ability to penetrate the defense using his flair. This is where Scott McTominay should come in. Scott McTominay has got 2 jobs. That's to concentrate on Robertson in tandem with Wan-Bissaka and Pereira, stopping Robertson from coming forward. Also watching Firmino, because you might block the fullbacks, but Firmino can still get the ball and work some magic. Scott McTominay has accumulated enough yellow cards and has shown enough dirtiness to be able to deal with this. Please, when dealing with Firmino, Scott McTominay, do not concede free kicks that Trent Alexander-Arnold can take, because you know how that usually ends. So Firmino also has to be stopped from creating chances using his flair. I hope you got that, Scotty. That's a simple enough reason. Concentrate on 2 people today, Robertson and Firmino. And the last point there, I'd forgotten that Trent is actually the one who has created the most chances for Liverpool in the last 3 games. So you subdue him, you cut off a lot of Liverpool's supply, not only in that way. Now, Firmino, Mane and Van Dijk are beasts for Liverpool in the air, and you know Manchester United is very poor in the air. So if you subdue Trent Alexander-Arnold, you stop those crosses coming in, and you also make sure Liverpool doesn't get a lot of corner kicks that Trent can take, since Trent has a 75 to 100% accuracy from corner kicks that Van Dijk, Mane and Firmino can finish off. Cut off Trent, cut off his ability to get to the byline and create corner kicks and crosses. You cut off Mane, Van Dijk and Firmino in the air, an area in which Manchester United is very poor at. So you see, we systematically cut off everything by just cutting off one person. And now since Liverpool has become frustrated, they might also give you a chance to run at them. It's basically straight from our midfielders and forwards to Van Dijk and Matip, because Liverpool has got nobody who can stop the ball anyway in between. Fabinho does a bit of a good job of it, but basically Liverpool is defenseless. It's got people who are playing that role, but it's basically Matip and Van Dijk. So once you stop them going forward, when you're going against them, it's straight to Matip and Van Dijk. And like I advised, attack Matip and Van Dijk via the ground, because in the air they're superior. This is where Rashford and his pace comes through, or Fred maybe with his long range shot ability. You can even look maybe later on in the match to bring in J-Lings for some other shots, because these guys are not very good with the balls coming to the side, maybe because of their height. So if Scotty manages to deal with Firmino, the upfront duo of Mane and Salah will be left to do their work alone. And one thing I can tell you is Mane has got a better ability of actually penetrating defenses alone than Salah. Salah becomes less of a point to deal with. So you become a team which can focus on one focal point, which is Mane. And I'm sure throughout the whole match, unless he comes up with something special, he won't be able to do much. Wan-Bissaka leaks at the back, but he's also good at tackling here and there. So you're looking at him to do the job for Manchester United right there. Now, how do you see that this plan is working? Liverpool, when it's getting its way, it shoots from the center of the box. So if you see Salah, Firmino, Mane and whoever getting to shoot near the center of the box, know that Liverpool is in control of the match. But should Manchester United be able to control the match, you see Liverpool shooting from angles, which is not really a problem, especially for Salah. You know, he's got those curlers that he can score, but it's better from angles than from the center of the pitch. So if you see Liverpool scoring from the angles, know that Manchester United is working. If I was the coach of Manchester United, this is probably where they'll be shooting from, because my brilliant plan will be in effect. So that's it, Manchester United players. Share this until Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gets an example of how to win a match when you've got a rubbish team that he set up in the summer anyway. So basically, know the waves of Liverpool from the 1st to the 35th, 35th to 65th, 65th to 90th minute, and exactly how to do it as I outlined. This is how to beat Liverpool, not by attacking it, but being more clever than Klopp, because Klopp is like an animal, uses animal instincts and his guitar or rock football, whatever he calls it, and just comes at you. So let me know what you think of my plan to beat Liverpool. Is like below. Like I said, if I don't get the likes, shares, subscribes, and comments that I want in this video, next time it's back to just telling you exactly why you're going to lose, not telling you why you win. Because if you're not supporting me, I'm not going to support you, man.